Hello there, YouTube fans, here again. And I thought I'd do this one. Schumacher. Hot day, why not? Why not? Fall Down. Now, you know, there's some films I don't like as Schumacher, and I keep repeating it. I don't hate Schumacher, I just don't like the Batman films. This, on the other hand, Fall Down is a dud one. It's a dud one. Starring my mate Michael Douglas. No, it starts off, as I was about to say, it's a hot day, a bit hot like it has been this week, and it's a man stuck on the motorway. Yeah, it's a man stuck on the motorway. That being Michael Douglas, and you kind of you get the idea. You get the idea. He's had a nervous breakdown. Walks off the motorway, and that's when he goes off his bloody head. He goes off his bloody nut, right? So it goes off his head and so on. And then you've got a cop. The cop's on the way of retirement and he's basically going after our mate, Michael Douglas. And I've got to admit, this is a damn good performance by Michael Douglas. This is a damn good, solid performance. I mean, it was one day after he did Basic Instincts. It was like, what, 93? This is a better performance. I remember him in I was about to say, all I remember him in Basic Instincts is in Bonking Science Stone. In this, however, I think it's a good performance. So it starts off, he's in a place like McDonald's, and you've been there, you've been to McDonald's, got the pretty little burgers, and when you get it, they're that fucking big. Surprise, it's not like McDonald's, and he's going for food, and the dad's rip him off, and he goes off his head, and he fires a gun, and he gets the burger he wants. But I love the scene where he says to this, why is it when you look at a big pulse of this big, beautiful, meaty thing, it looks like that? So basically, it goes off his head. There's a bit where he's in a tough toast. You got this guy giving him shit, and the guy has a heart attack because he pulls a gun out. And he goes, "You know what? You went mad. You went mad for all your tablets. They're over there now. Why did you just let me get a toss? This field could have been for families, could have been for everything, and it's racing for retired old farts like you." All right, he doesn't actually say that, but I love it. But it's not just a guy who has a nervous breakdown. It's not just about a guy who has a nervous breakdown. You got the idea that he was an ex-soldier and he'd gone off his head, and his wife split up with him, with the kid, with his daughter, because he's gone off his head and he wants to see his daughter for her birthday. There's a bit in it where he goes into this place, this guy selling guns and arm and this bit where he uses a knots, because the guy does some shit, because this guy's basically a war nut. And you get the idea, Michael Douglas, this is, how can I put it? It's a Tom Betts film, this. It's a Tom Betts film, because basically, Michael Douglas doesn't see himself as being a bad guy. Doesn't see himself as being a bad guy. What he is a guy who's over the head. So we've been there where we've been to places where people tip you shit, talk to you like shit, you get a dob shy, you get it all. And that's what happened. The guy just lost it at that point. He kills the guy in the shop. Let's not forget the iconic scene where he's on the motorway. You've got this guy working on the motorway, dipping him shit, and well, you're not going to get a dot. You always get one job site, don't you? So Michael Douglas gets a rocket launcher, blows up the fucking motorway. But before he does that, says, "What's wrong with the motorway? What is wrong with the motorway?" And then Di admits, "There's fuck all wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with the motorway." So he gets a rocket launcher. There's a kid who thinks he's doing a movie. And he says, "What are you doing? What movie are you doing?" He says, "It's roadwork repair." Fires the missile, blows up the road, and says, "Now they've got something to work on." And I love it because we've been there where you go to a shop, and instead of someone being professional and doing the job, instead of doing that, you get someone that teaches you a load of shit. And it happens in the film. He goes to a shop, you got this guy, ain't doing his job, tries to rip Michael Douglas off, talks to him like shit. So Michael Douglas snaps because all he wanted was money for the phone. Just wanted money for the phone. Obviously, didn't have a mobile on him. His mobile was brats he must have went. So he snaps, smashes up the shop, and then gets his money. Pays half his money back, so to say, and buys a candy bar. And I like it because we've been there. We've been there where people tip you shit. We've been there where people try to rip you off. I mean, I remember once going out, there's two stories. I went out with my mate and I went for a kebab, and the guy tried to rip me off, and he spoke to me like a piece of shit. So we've been there where people have done that. But we think it. We can think it. Think, God, if I had a rocket launch, I'd blow your fucking shop up. But I mean, you're thinking it, but mentally, you know, when you're there, that would not be the right thing to do. It's not a sane thing to do. Michael Douglas, on the other hand, doesn't think it. He just does it. He just does it. So you got the cop trying to get to him, trying to arrest him, and then it gets to his wife and kid. You know what I mean? There's bits of hesitation here and there. And I mean, it's before he retires, and he gets him. It's an epic scene where Michael Douglas is about to shoot him, and I love to see when Michael Douglas says, "I'm the bad guy. I'm the bad guy." But he has no option but to shoot Michael Douglas, and it turns out he had a joy done. He ran out of his gun at that point. I mean, he ran out of bullets, and he falls to his death. And it's about to retire anyway, right? Michael Douglas, but my little dog barking. The guy's about to retire. They've got the idea the boss doesn't like the cop is going to retire, so he actually tells his boss to go and fuck himself and write this show. It's kind of a sad ending, because a bit of a film camera, Michael Douglas where he's alive with his wife and kid, happy times and all that. And it's kind of sad at that point, because you get the idea Michael Douglas wasn't a bad person. Yeah, all right, he smashed up a shop, but the shopkeeper was a dick. He was down to rip him off. Yeah, all right, he went over the top in the golf tours, but at the end of the day, he wanted to get past this golf was firing fucking golf balls at him. Then, I mean, you got the fucking road worker, he was talking to him like shit. Yeah, all right, he shouldn't have killed a man. But in many ways, you could say it was self-defense, but in other ways, the guy was a psycho anyway. You know what I mean? So when you think about it, the things Michael Douglas did, yeah, I don't class him being bad, but in his head, he felt he was being right. In his head, he felt he was doing the right thing. He just went over the top doing it. It's like people think that if someone tissues shit, you think, if I had a rocket launch, I'd blow up the road. You're thinking it, but you wouldn't do it because it's not the right thing to do. It's not a normal thing to do. But Michael Douglas, on the other hand, would do that, and that's what the film's about. I love the performance of that. It's a guy who, in his head, doesn't see what he's doing is bad. What he's doing is sane. It's just like he does it in a way what you would say is over the fucking top. And that's why I like Fall Down. Fall Down, I think Michael Douglas plays it well. I mean, he's a guy who's over the heads. Brilliant performance and very well directed by Schumacher. See, very well directed by Schumacher. Apart from a little dog barking, it's a very well directed film. How can I put it? It's a very well directed film. Brilliant film again by Schumacher. See, Schumacher, this is the Schumacher I missed when he did films like Falling Down, when he did films, let's say, like The Lost Boys. And I said I'd refer it, and I'm a man of my word. I did it. Because I actually like this one. I think it's a dud performance by Michael Douglas. It's one of them, is he bad, was he dud? Yeah, it's sad he was going to he got killed, he did get killed, he got shot. But you knew his fate, wasn't going to be a dud fate. That is how I see Falling Down. I knew that his fate was not going to be a dud fate. You know what I mean? I knew it. I mean, a bit noisy today downstairs as usual, but I thought I'd do this review. It's not that noisy, and I like the performance by Michael Douglas. I knew that what his fate was going to be. I knew it, so I knew straight away it wasn't going to be a happy ending for him. But it's real life, and real life, as they say, the world does not smell enough roses. To me, it's sort of like First Blood, but I'd say it's more faithful to the book of First Blood, even though it isn't First Blood. Because it does have a similarity here, that soldier. The difference is he's not visiting his mate, he's visiting his ex-wife and his kid. He has sort of a nervous breakdown. You could say the cop that kills him is sort of like the sheriff, the sergeant. And that's what it felt like. It felt like First Blood. But to me, this was a good film. It's a very well made film. Trying to find it on DVD is very hard these days, and it's a damn shame because I actually like Falling Down. Again, without repeating myself, Michael Douglas does a good performance. If you like what you hear, you like what you see, press that button sub or leave a nice comment. But I'll be doing some more movies and more things on the way. Into then, be smart, be safe, and I've not done it for a while, why not? I like Falling Down, so if it doesn't fall down to me, it falls up. A 10-star rating. Into then, I'll see you soon.